Hi guys, this is electrojed, and before I move any further, I'm going to let you know this is huge spoiler alert. So if you have not seen Star Wars: The Force Awakens, leave now because this is going to be all about spoilers and my impression of the movie and my reaction to it. I'll give you 5 seconds. Four, three, two, one. Okay, Star Wars: The Force Awakens. I thought it was a very good movie. There was a lot of hype behind it, and justifiably so. The movie was well worth all the hype that was said, and it didn't let me down. It was well within the realm of what I feel Star Wars should be. Now, me being of the age of I was there and I seen the first Star Wars back in 1977, and I was awestruck. And I seen Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, and I was an avid fan. I mean, that was it. I was a Star Trek fan for the rest of my life. Um, when the prequels came out, I actually liked a lot of the prequel. I was not appreciative of the comic relief factor of it. They should have just kept the comic relief within they should have just left Jar Jar Binks out, and there's some stuff they could have left out, but the story, in my opinion, was solid. Execution, okay, I can see what people are bitching about. They left it. They left more to computer generated animation than they should have. They should have put a lot of more real action in there. But it is what it is. It too, in my opinion, all three of the prequels were within the Star Wars realm, and the stories fit. Now we got J.J. Abrams. Listen, J.J. Abrams is an awesome director. He knows how to tell a story. And as far as this story goes, in my opinion, it is definitely within the realm of Star Wars. Um, he took it a different direction than, in my opinion, Lucas would have taken it, but that's okay. Lucas didn't direct all the first three films. He did have something to do with them, but he didn't direct all of them. He directed the first one. He came up with the original story and concept, and that's okay. Um, he should have done the same with the prequels. Here we got J.J. Abrams a hold of the reins, and in my opinion, he did an awesome job. Were there some flaws? Yes, there were definitely some flaws. Um, were some of the tropes that have been in past movies um, taken care of? Yes. I mean, Ray was an awesome character. Finn, uh, funny as hell. Finn, I personally think Finn was one of my favorite characters. To be to start off as a stormtrooper and to pull yourself out of that and become a hero the way he did. In my opinion, he is a hero. Poe, what can you say about Poe? They got the perfect person to play Poe. Now, as far as Kylo Ren, Kylo Ren, I think was a very interesting character, to say the least. When I say interesting, I don't mean that in a bad way whatsoever. I mean, his character build is complex, and I need to, because I've been watching a bunch of reviews from other people, and listen, let's get something straight. Again, big spoiler alert. Kylo Ren kills his dad, who is Han Solo. Kylo Ren's name is Ben Solo. He kills his dad, but if you watched it closely, it looks as though it looks as though, because the dialogue going on between the two of them, because you can see Kylo Ren was conflicted within himself as to what he should do. It looks like, I could be wrong, but it looks like Solo was because Han Solo had his hand on the lightsaber as well. They both had their hands on the lightsaber. And it looked like Solo was turning it towards himself. And the words were uttered, you know what has to be done. And it looks like Solo knew. Maybe there's something to this. And, I look forward to episode 8 to find out if there is something to that. If there was some sort of plan within Kylo Ren's head that maybe he does want to free himself from the situation he's in. I don't know. We'll find out. I like the fact that they kept. Luke Skywalker, out of the movie for most of it, because the whole point of the movie was to try to find Luke Skywalker. And yes, it sucks that he didn't come in until the very end of the movie, but this is what gives us the possibility for a great movie coming up next in episode 8. That being said, the search for Luke Skywalker was what this story was all about, and they accomplished it. I think Princess Leia was portrayed brilliantly. She was a mother who lost her son to the dark side, and I think she portrayed it that way. I like the fact that when Han Solo did die, that Princess Leia, or General Leia, felt it. Like, I think she's more in tune with the Force since the original trilogy, since Return of the Jedi. I'm kind of thinking that maybe Luke, gave her a little training here or there, or whatever the case may be. Ren, I think. Babe, was her name Ren or Rey? It was Rey in the movie, right? Mm-hmm. Rey, yeah. Rey has to be some kick-ass Jedi, because holy smokes, if indeed she, a mind wipe wasn't done on her, and she just was able to use the Jedi mind trick on that stormtrooper to get herself out of the situation she was in, and then to be able to also grab the lightsaber as Kylo Ren is pulling it towards himself, and she's able to force pull it to her. If she wasn't pre-trained and mind wiped before all this, this is the potential for a very, very strong character. And this female that I don't remember her name. I'm sorry about that, but the person Wrigley, yeah, she did an awesome job playing Rey, and I think that is going to be a much loved character. Now, my wife and I were upset that Han Solo died, because that's one of the original Han Solo. But I also love how they had Chewbacca conflicted within himself that his best friend is dead, and you can see it when Chewbacca went like sorrowful that his best friend is gone and stuff like that. There's a lot to talk about in this movie. There's a lot that I can't cover, but damn, this movie was good. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, I'm sorry I spoiled it for you, but you need to go and see it. From the opening credits to the end credits, this was an awesome movie. There's only one thing that I was a little disappointed with, and that is basically the planet was another Death Star, just a bigger version. And instead of wiping out one planet, it wiped out, I think it was, how many planets, babe? Was it 5? I think it was 3 or 5 or something like that. that being the case, I was a little disappointed in that because that there's a potential for stories there. But well, let's see what happens in the next movie. Anyway, this is my review of Star Wars: Force Awakens, and it's going a little longer than I thought. Peace, everybody.